worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running out the...
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Washington football team. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. From UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he stopped immediately there. He was calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog. Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the three across the front, and can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing. Love. And that will be incomplete. Love's pass. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Locke working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful. Throwing his Lock on third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
You better be afraid of me. You better. 56 to Mike.
Love from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Love going to give this one to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check 15, check 38.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Love now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. That's what I do.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score.
Complete to
Jerry Jeudy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving it with his 3rd and 1. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Tackle made at the 20.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On 3rd down, Locke into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Locke picked off near the 26, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 43.
Following the interception, Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
2nd down, Love slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Locke again. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 10.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Locke throwing on target to Fant. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Noah Fant. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On 1st and 10, Love. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Running the sweep with McLaurin, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, D. 36, 36. Mike, 56.
Operating from the gun. Love. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Ready, 50, swing. Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. Keep moving. 4 down, 66. Go it, right. Go, fellas, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Lock. Open man is Gordon, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Lock. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
At the 8-yard line.
Lock looks to throw it again. Oh, that was dangerous. Lock threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Again, it's Lock. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 42-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For Jordan Reed, incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air again, Love. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
By Von Miller.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Love. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, watch your leg.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Love. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
46-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56 for Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. Here we go, here we go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
First down, Love to pass. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Love from the gun. Caught on the right side, Reed. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Block with a quick throw out to Judy. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Block on target there to Fant, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Locke to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1 man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. To throw it is locked. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Complete.
Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
To throw now. Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Love now to pass on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense.
On 3rd down, Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed.
Jordan.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Well, that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
3rd and 1.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw, and that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Results in a...
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
2nd down, Love. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Following the interception, Love. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st down, Broncos.
Clock now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Block. Oh, he'll air it. It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 49 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 35, Washington 15. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I got him. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. 56. Mike 56. 56.
Throwing again. Love. A short little throw taken in by Reed. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 3rd down. Love. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A lot going to throw it here. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here it comes. Mike 56, Mike 56. Drop deep, drop deep. Check 24, check 24. Check. Watch twist, watch twist.
Love looking to throw it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Sometimes I need a check.
56. Here we go. Hey, check 24, check 24. Shoot. 43 rail. Tighten up.
On 1st and 10, Love got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Check. Mike 9. It's our field.
Again, it's Love. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Tyrell Williams, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Hey, we got to seal. I'm coming. Why? Hey, Green. He's crashing. Check. Lucky. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On fourth down, Love. Open man here, Sims complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One last shot now for Love. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Washington, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Hey, mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby.
Street
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them high. My way.